Christmas coffee music this morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aired Out Podcast, live from North Main Street in Barrie at Fly on the Wall Productions. I'm J.D. Green. It is nice to have you along. Thanks so much for tuning in, for beginning your day with me, which is what I love, no matter how it goes. I love to see and hear what you have to say, what you're thinking, how you're feeling this time of year especially. Whew, man, there's a lot happening. First, before I forget, we got, again, as I posted up a little while ago, some slick spots this morning on Route 12 between Montpelier and Worcester, and also on Route 14 between Woodbury and Hardwick. I think... we should say, no matter where you are this morning, just keep the speed in check. I think it's like, I know it's kind of mild. It's like 35-ish right now across much of central Vermont. But still, the ground temperature is the concern there. And that's when, you get some cold air blowing, sitting down in the hollows there. And things can ice up quickly without warning. We're going to get up to 48 degrees later today. It's going to be really mild. Nice. Mostly cloudy for the most part. And then, we got some weather coming in. We shouldn't really be surprised, though. We're looking at 33 tonight, overcast skies. And then on Wednesday, 40 degrees tomorrow with some potentially messy weather. Some snow might start out in the liquid state for a little while, but just, use some common sense this time of year. You got to exercise some caution. Hey, listen, if you are looking for, and I've been posting the crap out of this, if you're looking for something a little different this year to give someone, Optical Expressions has a deal right now with gift certificates that's only going on until the 24th of December over at the Blanchard Block, North Main Street right here in Barrie. You purchase a gift certificate and you're going to save $50. You pay $40. You want a $100 gift certificate, you're going to pay $75. I'm heading over there today to get one. It is the perfect gift for someone who wears glasses. I got these from Optical Expressions. I have my other pair for my nighttime driving, also from Optical Expressions. But they got a great deal going on right now. And you can use this certificate for anything you want. Your eye exam, you can use it for, contact lenses. I'm going to probably end up hanging on to mine and treating myself. I may even put it in my own damn stocking and treat myself to a new pair of sunglasses. oeberlin.com. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6. And we encourage you to get over there if you haven't yet. Optical Expressions, 223-2090 is their number. At some point, Paul Paul Brody's going to be swinging in here this morning, my guest, and we're going to sit down. We're going to talk about Christmas music, which I'm looking forward to. Wellness Wednesday. It is tomorrow. It is the final one. That's it for 2024. Washington County Mental Health has been putting this on. It is a great way to treat yourself, to reward yourself, to say, you know what, I matter. I deserve this. Don't miss the final one of the year tomorrow. Treat yourself to a massage, maybe some acupuncture, some myofascial body release. They do sound therapy over there. They do chair massages, table massages, meditation. You can have a hot cup of tea and just unwind for a little while. If you would like a chair and table massage, maybe some Reiki, maybe the myofascial body release, which I still have to understand what that is. At some point I will, I promise you. Call Robin right now. Set up your time. It is absolutely free, but just get on the books and make an appointment. 479-4055 for tomorrow night. 479-4055. And thank you to Washington County Mental Health. They've been in our community for over 60 years, helping out, on average, 6,000 Vermonters every single year. We love them. Washington County Mental Health. Birthdays today, Caitlin Hunt. We have Jeff Lampkins, David Goodman. There's a broadcaster right there on the list today. Nathan Sweet. We have Tiffany Lang and Nick Cochran. Happy birthday to you guys. So this is a crazy time of year. I know that. You know that. This is when everybody's trying to get it done, button things up. This is when things bottleneck. We're trying to figure it all out. I'll be honest with you. I'll be totally transparent here. Sherilyn and I have 3 huge Christmas decoration bins that are in our living room that are still, I mean, we've got some of the stuff out there. Obviously, we've got the tree decorated, but this is a busy, busy time of year. At some point, I promise you, I will stay awake long enough to finish the decorating at my house. Tuesdays are special days here. Deb Phillips from The World. Good morning, Deb.
Good morning, JD. How are you this morning?
We're doing well. You know, I look at this as Tuesdays. I'm so excited. It's really something else. Chris always shows up. He brings a fresh copy of The World. I get to thumb through it, put the readers on. I make it true. That's my time. That's my time to just sit and relax and find out what's going on. What's going on in the world today? What can we expect this week?
Well, because we only have about 8 days before Christmas, and if people haven't got on their Christmas shopping yet, we have a great section this week, holiday traditions, for all your last-minute gift shopping. We also have the holiday worship directory, which is 2 full pages. And if you haven't got your Christmas tree yet, we have the Christmas tree page. In addition, we have money-saving coupons.
Very cool. I love the coupons. There's so many of them. And, you know, I got to tell you, you know, this, as I just said, this time of year, it is insane. It is insane. And I have been seeing on Facebook a lot of the Christmas Eve services at various churches all over the place. And there are so many. So I'm really glad that you guys post that.
Yes, it's a great opportunity for people to remember the holidays in a special way.
Yeah. And anything else in the world that we should be paying attention to, or absolute definite, give this one a read no matter what?
Well, we do have some upcoming events. The Green Mountain Nutcracker with Moving Light Dance is going to be on December 21st and December 22nd. And the Cabot Village will have their 12th night celebration on January 3rd and January 4th.
That's fantastic. I love that. You know, I have been to that Nutcracker with the Moving Light Dance Company. They do, I don't know how many years they've been doing that at the Opera House, but they do such a great job, and it is such an interesting take, if you will, on the traditional Nutcracker. It's Vermont style.
Definitely, and it's very well done and worth a visit for sure.
Wonderful. Deb, we're going to be grabbing a copy of The World here. I'm not sure when Chris is going to be by, but again, it is. I always get so excited when I know I'm going to have a fresh World. Thank you for everything that you and Gary and the rest of your team do over there.
All right. Well, thank you very much, JD, and happy holidays to you.
To you as well. And don't forget, vt-world.com if you want to see the digital version of it. Paul Brody is my guest this morning, sitting right next to me. Good morning, sir. How are you? How are you feeling? What's happening? What the heck is going on?
Everything's good.
Just grab that mic. You're getting festive over here. Look
on.
at you. Jeez.
Paul's getting
Paul's getting festive. He's ready to go this morning. Look at you.
This is the
Jesus.
weirdest contraption. I like the ingenuity, but
Need a little bit of.
maybe that's gonna work.
There you go. Look,
Partridge in a pear tree.
You look fabulous.
You have speakers on or something. I could hear that.
Should be off now.
Better be. I don't care.
You look good,
Hi.
buddy. You look good, man.
I look like me.
Listen, I want to first of all thank you for coming in
These
here.
are gonna stay here. I'm gonna give these to you. Here, these are for you.
All right, thank you. You're gonna make me cry, buddy.
I hope so. That's my goal. Whether through tears of joy or tears of pain.
This is beautiful.
As long as you cry.
Look at this. It's making me feel so festive.
I made them myself.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Are these made from Christmas trees?
No, it's cedars. When we had a row of cedars cut down because they were falling on power lines in our yard last year. So I've been making stuff out of the carcasses of the trees. Yeah.
Carcasses.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little grim, don't you think?
And then I put epoxy resin on them.
Dude,
I've never used it before, so it was my first attempt at it.
That's beautiful.
It's really, not much.
Thank
you.
you.
I took the bark off of some and sanded them down. Those I like better than these, but these are nice looking too.
Can I keep these?
You can do whatever you want with them.
Studio.
You can light them on fire, keep them in the studio, whatever you want to do. I don't know if they'll burn or not. I don't know if that resin makes them.
I'm glad you're in here.
I walked fast.
Yeah.
So I'm still out of breath.
Well,
and sweating a little bit. It's like 900 degrees outside.
I know it is.
A little estimation.
It's
exaggeration. I mean,
mid 30s. It's like 37 right now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 48 later.
But there's a great smell of brake pads in the air.
Yeah,
so it's Christmas.
Isn't that nice?
It's Christmas.
I love that smell.
Yep.
A little bit of asbestos.
Yep. Busted axles and asbestos.
It's so nice.
Oh, it's good.
So nice.
Good.
This time of year, it is it's a wonderful time of year. Can I just and G is saying, "Oh no."
Hi, G.
Because you're here now.
That's what I said the same thing when he was on last week.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be with G on Thursday.
Yeah.
Day after tomorrow.
Excellent.
And we're gonna he's got a couple of things that he wants to talk about. And
good. Let's say some things that he's gonna disagree with, so he'll be all amped up for Thursday.
Oh, all right.
What do you think he'd disagree with? He's a pretty open fellow.
I think that G is one of these people that's like, listen, you gotta say Happy Holidays. Don't say Merry Christmas, because that's going to offend some people.
Right.
So just go the safe route and say Happy Holidays.
Sure. Happy holidays.
We'll find out on Thursday.
Yeah, you'll find out.
What do you say?
I don't say a lot to people.
Okay.
I don't usually, until someone else says it. I'm pretty
Okay.
pretty neutral.
Listen,
I am.
You come in here once a year, right around this time.
At least.
And we just kind of wing it. We talk about, let me preface this morning with a little disclaimer by saying, for folks that take me or you or G too seriously and take us literally, Please don't.
Yeah.
Okay? Please don't.
We'll quote Tiny Tim. God bless us, everyone,
Thank you.
if they're taking us too seriously.
Yes. You know, every year that I complain about Christmas music,
Yeah.
I have told you that I literally, and this is actually really the truth here. I literally have a small case of earplugs that I carry in the car when I'm with Sherilyn and Lily, so that I can try to. I'm not going to muffle it out completely, but if I can just just take the edge off,
Why?
because they.
What is the resistance in your life?
There's two reasons. Number one, the volume.
Okay.
Number two, it's the same old shitty,
Yeah.
repetitive, poppy crap Christmas songs like Wham. Okay. George Michael never should have done that.
Why?
Okay.
No, see that you can't say that kind of stuff. Well, you can, obviously, but
I just.
why shouldn't he have done that? Who are you?
Well, he maybe it should have been a hey, we're putting this song out. What's the name of the song, anyways? Can you help me out?
Last Christmas.
Oh yeah, last Christmas I gave you my heart.
Listen to the Jimmy Eat World version.
But
But I've already answered all these questions for you.
I know you
make the
have.
playlist of all the punk rock cover versions
And go
you
with
get
that.
Jimmy Eat World playing Last Christmas, and everything's good. Then you listen to that, and it's something different for you. It's the same songs for her, but it's something different for you.
But they won't
and
listen.
those are meant to be listened to
So
loudly.
you're saying that if I want to listen to Christmas music, I should have Jimmy Eat World in my earbuds?
No, I'm saying you should listen. You should have Sherilyn listen
No,
to
she
that.
won't. No,
Yeah,
she
well.
won't. She wants to hear the same old canned horse
Okay,
shit
well then
that-
yes, you put earbuds in and you listen to the punk rock Christmas playlist.
there are certain songs that I think it would feel better if I just jammed a pencil deep into my ear and maybe even punctured my cranium. I just can't.
don't
You
think
know,
that's the way it works.
I'm a traditionalist. I like the old stuff. I like the classics.
Yep.
I like Andy Williams, Perry Como,
Yep.
Mel Torme,
Yep.
Frank Sinatra,
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with liking those things.
Burl Ives. And I like the choir stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like the help me out here with the
No,
who
I'm
are
not
the
gonna help you
who are the
out.
choirs?
That's not my favorite part of the music. I listen to that, but it's not my.
I like the traditional stuff,
Yeah,
man.
there's nothing wrong with that. But so she likes
But
the pop stuff. There's nothing wrong with that.
But she listens.
You're a
to,
radio guy. You know
no,
how radio works.
I'm not a radio guy.
You've been a
anymore.
radio guy.
She listens to the radio station that plays nonstop Christmas.
Yeah, and
music.
why do they play the
It's
songs they play?
same
Why do they
goddamn
play the songs they play?
50 songs.
You know the answer to this.
What is this? What you tell me?
Why do they play
Thank you,
Santa
Bing-
Claus?
Heather's saying Bing
You
Crosby.
you don't have an outside camera?
No, I
Santa
don't.
Claus just walked by.
Bullshit.
A guy just go outside. I'll talk. Run out there. You can't get around that desk fast enough, can you?
You gotta be kidding.
Come
me.
on.
Santa
The
Claus.
guy in the Santa Claus suit just walked by.
About. So you're full of it.
Fools.
Heather can relate. Bing Crosby. I forgot about Bing. Nat King Cole. Thank you, Glenn. That's real Christmas music.
Real Christmas. Okay, so you're the authority on what is Christmas.
In my very strong and humble opinion, that's real Christmas music.
Great.
Okay, if I hear Bruce Springsteen live with Santa Claus is coming to town,
Yeah.
you gonna get a new saxophone, Clarence?
I never did enjoy that version of the
Jeez,
song.
Stop
Again,
it.
Goldfinger. There's a band. There's an answer to all of these issues you have with these pop musicians doing these songs. There's somebody.
It's called Mel Torme.
Yeah, that's fine too. There's a real band playing those songs though.
Fireside Christmas instrumental. That's what I'm talking about. Should be peaceful. I don't want to. And Happy Christmas, War is Over. John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Please, no disrespect to John Lennon, but I'm asking you, what was he high when he said, "Hey Yoko, come on into the studio. Let's have you sing some vocal tracks here on this."
I don't.
She should.
I don't
Some
understand
people should
her
not
art.
be singing. I should not be singing.
It depends on
Yoko
what-
Ono
what is-
should not be singing.
What is the point of art?
Not that.
How do you know? Is art about?
That's not
is
art.
art
That's
about
disgusting.
Is art the expression of the artist or the reception by the audience? Which one is art?
Yoko Ono sounds
Answer the
like.
question.
I'm not going to answer that question.
I'm taking your role today. I'm going to be the aggressor.
Yoko Ono sounds like a cat that's been hit by a car and is dying in the street.
Yeah.
War is over if you.
The song is nice. Growing up, I never liked
It's
it.
a great message. The
Now
song is-
I think it's a fantastic song.
Have you heard Celine Dion do it?
No,
It's outstanding.
I've heard some other punk rock band do it, or emo band or something.
And Brenda
They
Lee.
did like a straight thing. They didn't like.
Brenda Lee
First line.
just turned 80 years old. God bless her. She's still alive. But if I hear "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" one more time, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't.
I think you can do it.
I can't,
you need
Paul.
to handle it. You have to handle it.
I can't handle it, Paul.
You have to learn to handle it. Otherwise, you're not going to have peace ever again. So you're creating all this frustration for yourself. It doesn't need to be that way.
Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas
My
Is
Chemical
You."
Romance. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
All right.
I walk down the street listening to this,
Yeah.
and I'm singing along, just not out loud, but like lip syncing to it as I'm
Yeah.
walking. And I think if anybody could see me, people are just driving by, so they can't tell. But like if someone was
Sure.
watching me and they could read lips, they'd think I was listening to Mariah Carey.
Really?
But I'm not. I'm listening to My Chemical Romance.
What do you do when Mariah Carey's song comes on?
I never hear it.
Okay.
It's on my playlist. I
But
discovered
what if
yesterday. I
your
don't know why I put
wife?
it on there.
What
I
if
must
your
have done that for you.
wife? What if your wife loved? What if Kathy was like, "Oh my God, that's my favorite Christmas song, Mariah Carey.
Then-
All I want for Christmas is you." Every time it comes on the radio, I want to turn it up.
Then
What
it
do you
would be- then
do?
I'd listen to it. I'd hear it.
Can I just? And I want to
Not the
say
end of
this
the world.
morning, shame on Lou
On you?
Monte.
Shame on you.
Shame on Lou Monte
Yeah.
for doing Dominic the Italian Christmas donkey.
Yeah, that's one I'd never been aware of until I think Kathy introduced that.
Are
to
you
me.
kidding me?
Hey, people could do what they want. You don't have to listen to it.
They can, but not that.
Yeah.
And Lily loves Alvin the Chipmunks, and every
Yeah,
time they
that-
come
that I
out,
don't like.
I have
That-
to
I don't
say,
like that one.
God, she's 10 years old. JD, relax.
Yeah, well, you're 60, so relax.
I'm not 60, Paul.
You're close. You're closer to 60 than you are to 10,
close. Thank you.
right? So she's 10. Relax. You're 60. Relax. Everybody, just relax.
I have to pretend. Oh yes, Lily. Oh yes, Alvin.
You don't have to pretend. Why are you lying to her?
Because I don't want to stifle the Christmas spirit.
Right, because Christmas spirit is all about lying to children.
All right. So, do you want me to be truthful with Lily and be like, Lily, this song freaking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of hearing the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
The song it should have
Maybe
been.
make it age appropriate, but yeah, tell her the truth.
Some of these songs, and what was that? What's that Wham song again?
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas. That should have been the last time that song. It
Yeah.
should have. It
Last
should,
Christmas should have been the
It
last
should have
time.
come out that year. There should be expiration dates on these
Yeah.
songs. Oh, listen to this new song from Wham.
Well, then I don't want to
Christmas.
see the Mona Lisa anymore.
Hurry up and listen to it because it's going to expire in 1 year, and then you're never going to hear it again. Ever.
Not a bad marketing.
What are the new
approach.
songs that are coming out? Michael Bublé is
Nobody,
pretty awesome.
nobody new is good anymore.
Yeah, well, that's
There's
it.
not a lot of new. See, but this is the generational thing. Like you like the traditional
I like-
Christmas music.
Yeah.
I don't. I like the traditional, my era,
Right.
1990, well, earlier than the 90s, but like 80s through 2010.
Okay.
Not even that late. Probably, if the band wasn't created by 2005, I probably don't like them very much. But it's like we all have our era of music. So probably somehow tied into how we grew up and what we're familiar with in those years and all that kind of stuff. But
Give me,
don't know.
Ella Fitzgerald.
you can have her.
Yeah, but it's like a can't though, Paul.
Yeah, why? Okay,
Because
you asked.
Sherilyn's got it going on the Pandora
Wow,
all the time.
you're the worst.
It's the Pandora, Paul.
I'm trying to be you, and I can't be you. I can't be you. How do you act like this?
Shut it down.
How do you do this? I can't do what you're doing. Just being obstinate.
Heather,
I can. I don't enjoy it.
Heather's kind of echoing what you're saying. She's saying the song doesn't suck.
You
just
do,
don't,
JD.
Yeah, I suck. You just don't like it.
Yeah. That's the problem. I mean, I like Michael Singer, right?
Yes.
You introduced me to Michael Singer, so
Yes.
thank you for that.
Well, not literally, but
changed,
yeah.
Yeah, well, close enough. But you changed my life and the lives of everyone I talk to.
All right.
So if you ever have one of those "It's a Wonderful Life" moments,
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, Santa
coming
Claus
in.
is coming in the door.
He's coming
I said that Santa Claus walked by a little while ago, and he told me I didn't know what I was talking
sit
about.
your ass down. We're going to... Santa. Oh, look, I'm getting scolded.
You should be.
Sit down.
You denied his existence.
Sit down, Santa. Santa's not happy.
Been good.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
CJD?
Here we go. See, here we go. You've been good, Paul.
Well, but I was just saying.
You've been good, Paul.
I was just telling him before you walked in how he introduced me to a man named Michael Singer. He's an author and podcaster and stuff like
Yeah.
And I like him, and he's changed my life in a lot of good ways, and it's helped me to do better in my job helping people. And so I was saying that JD gets credit for that. So
Yeah.
he's good. He does a lot of this naughty stuff, but he's
He's
underneath,
borderline.
underneath he's got some. He's
We
got a good
have
streak.
this music issue.
Yeah, we do.
I've had this...
See, he
Santa,
knows, and he wasn't even here. He wasn't even listening. He knows the music issue.
Santa,
Sir.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And I'm sorry to ruffle your beard this morning, but you know that I've got a problem with some of these cheesy-ass Christmas songs that have been played for decades on the radio.
You are on the naughty list right now,
Ah, shit.
and I have a cure for that. This is for you, young man.
God, what is it? Paul, hand that to me, will you?
I gotta see who's
Yeah,
on it
why
first.
don't you show it to the camera right here?
I might need to be on the naughty list too. If this is the cure,
Oh, God.
well, there's a couple on here for you.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to get you back into listening to the music.
It's got Justin Bieber on it.
Well, that'll make Lily happy. Let's see. Let's run this down here. First of all, Santa, thank you for this CD. Look at this, brand new. Look at it. Show the camera here. Look at it. Not even opened. Here we go. Kelly Clarkson. Christmas Isn't Canceled. Just You. Gwen Stefani featuring Blake Shelton.
Ugh.
You Make It Feel Like Christmas. Carrie Underwood, Let There Be Peace.
Okay, now it's my
say
turn.
right now,
See,
outstanding.
I'm with JD. I don't know. I'm with JD now that some of this new music has to go because Gwen Stefani, the only Christmas song I want to hear from her is "Oi to the World."
Okay. Pentatonics, My Favorite Things. Again, excellent. Good quality.
That's not a Christmas song.
It's My Favorite Things,
Grinchiness is
Paul.
rubbing off on me. I'm
I
sorry.
can see this.
I gotta.
Taylor
Fight it.
Swift, Christmas Tree Farm. Okay. Maybe. Katy Perry, Cozy Little Christmas.
Have you ever heard Katy Perry's original music, like early, like before she was
Yes.
popular?
ever?
It was,
Early stuff, but maybe not
it
that
was
far
good.
back. There's vintage Katy Perry out there?
yeah, on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, she was dating the lead singer from Reliant K,
Oh.
and they did like this like emo pop punk kind of stuff.
All right.
That was awesome. And she turned into whatever this is.
Justin Bieber, Mistletoe. Lily says to me,
Your daughter will love that.
I absolutely will. Lily says to me this past summer, Dad, there's this kid called Justin Bieber. Have you ever heard of him? And I was like, be smart, be smart. I was like, no, tell me about. Oh, Dad, he's the greatest singer. I want to go to one of his concerts. Will you take me?
Sure, let's get in our time machine and travel back to 2010.
No,
Is he still doing music?
He is still doing. He's still performing. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take you. After I have a lobotomy, Josh Groban is on the list here. Now, there's quality. All right, is Michael Bublé on here? Let's find out. Bing Crosby, White Christmas, of course. Nat King Cole, the Christmas song,
There you go.
which a lot of people don't realize is chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That's called the Christmas song.
Right.
Mel Torme wrote that when he was 17 years old. Poolside in Florida. 17. Google
Wow.
it. Burl Ives, Holly Jolly Christmas. That's one that I could go without hearing.
Really?
that.
Why-
Yeah.
why?
Well, just because.
It's tied into that
Because-
awful Rudolph the
but,
Reindeer.
well, Burl, he's not the greatest singer. Santa.
you're so-
Look, Santa's agreeing with me.
Well, it's not. Yeah, all right. Well,
He is not.
appeal to authority.
Here we go.
You can't question that.
He talked on the cartoon. That's
Yeah.
all I can give him credit for.
Andy Williams, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
That's a great song.
That's it,
but
right
in,
there.
in memory, their version is my favorite.
I think that's probably the best here. Gene Autry, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. No disrespect to Gene.
Right.
Cowboy guy.
Yep.
Old. Not really interested in... I don't think he's got the greatest voice. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
It's just... Tony Bennett, Winter Wonderland. Elvis Presley, Here Comes Santa Claus.
Talk about not the greatest voice.
Which one?
Elvis.
Really?
Yeah. It's not my.
Oh, Elva Blue.
Not my favorite.
Blue Christmas is horrible. I
The
can't
Graduate
stand
covers
it.
Blue Christmas.
How is it?
It's good. It's not Christmassy. It sounds like The Graduate. It sounds like them, not Christmas. But I like it.
Ella Fitzgerald, Sleigh Ride. Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. And Brenda's still alive. I'm sure she's listening to this podcast right now.
Yeah, she told me she always does.
Does she?
Yeah.
Did she? Are you serious?
Yeah. I had to call her to wish her happy birthday, happy 80th.
She-
and so
yeah,
she
she
said,
just
"Oh,
turned
I
80."
love Aired Out."
Are you?
Is she? Oh,
Wait a
what? Who's that guy? He's imposter. Let's go get him.
Listen,
We have several elves.
if Brenda is listening this morning, I mean no disrespect to Brenda. Love her. She's got so many great songs. But
Name one. Yeah,
Crazy.
that's what I thought.
Paul,
No, that was Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline.
Patsy.
Yes.
I
But
can't think
if,
of anything
if I
Brenda
don't,
does.
if I live out the rest of my life and I don't hear "Rocking Around
Yeah.
the Christmas Tree," hey,
See, you're going right back onto the naughty list.
Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock. There's another one. Sick of it. Donny Hathaway, This Christmas, and Darlene Love, Christmas. Baby, Please Come Home.
That one,
That one's
I think
where it's
Anne
cold
Berlin.
outside. A lot of people did versions of that one.
Thank you, Santa, for my gift.
You are welcome.
Santa, Baby, It's Cold Outside. So much controversy about that song.
You know, there's a comedian who did a bit
I've heard
Have
it
you seen
many-
that one?
Many times.
where he compares it to WAP,
Yes.
which are
Wow.
words I won't say.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, Baby It's Cold Outside. Let's cancel that song, but I'll play WAP on the radio.
Heather's saying
Interesting.
she's so sorry. I don't know
Wow.
if is Heather sorry that I have to deal with you guys
That's
or that
amazing.
you have to deal with me this
This
morning.
guy's he's prepared.
Oh God, what's Santa got?
This is the naughty
I
list.
think he's real.
Oh, stop it.
This is authentic.
Oh my. Santa, can you just walk up and just put this a little closer to the camera here? God, I hope I'm not on that thing. Just not too close. Just like 2 feet away. All right. We can play Christmas songs play over and over and over. Comet reports that Lily is on the nice list and family is as well.
Not looking good for you, JD.
Comet is, oh man, that's not good. Comet is Lily's elf. And reports.
Well, lucky for you, JD, I'm here, and I can help you a la A Christmas Carol because I read that book every year. So Scrooge took 3 days, spectral days. We can do this in a couple minutes. We can get you
You're a
transformed
licensed
over.
therapist.
Yes,
Okay.
and verified nice lister, unless I've slipped since this so far.
No, you're doing
I'm still all right.
doing a good job.
Okay, all right.
So
We'll convert
Comet
him one of these days.
we're gonna get him right now.
Comet is Lily's elf, elf on the shelf who's
Yes, he is.
in the house, and Comet zips back up to the North Pole every night and reports to you, Santa.
That's why he moves in the house because he
Is-
never goes back to the same spot.
Is he in one of those drones? Is that what everybody's seeing?
I do not know. He does not operate a drone.
Okay, so it's not the elf on the shelf.
Santa, be transparent. Be honest. Are these drones, are they part of your operation?
I mean, that
No,
would make
sir.
sense if it's
I
up
have
on the
not
shelf.
advanced in the technological age yet.
Nothing to do with you.
Nothing
Alright.
to
Because
do
we're
with me.
seeing them everywhere.
I think it has to do with
Chinese?
a certain smiley company that has a smile for a logo. I think it's
Amazon?
package deliveries.
Okay.
Not for me.
Look, Santa's being very careful with his wording. He doesn't want to get sued.
Right.
No, that's copyright
won't-
infringement right there.
He won't even say the word Amazon.
Nice list. He's the originator. Of course,
That's
he's going
right.
to be on the nice list.
Santa,
Fail.
I have a lot of apologizing to do to you. But anyway, go on, as you were saying.
Is this apologizing or is this going to be kissing ass?
There's a little bit of
Language.
yeah. There's
Language can swear. Santa can do this.
There's a little
He's
bit of kissing.
said ass for quite a while now.
but
So there's precedent for it.
well, ass is a donkey. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Okay.
Dominic
All
the
right,
Italian
all
Yeah,
donkey.
Right.
he was in
There
the,
you
he was
go.
in the manger scene. There
that's
was a
true.
donkey
Okay.
there.
All right.
So-
I was being a little extreme. My apologies.
So back to Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Are you implying that I'm?
Well, I'm saying let's take a look at your past, present, and future Christmases and see
Okay.
where you went wrong. Because that's apparently all you need to do to change your life.
Okay.
I think his main issue is music, though.
Yeah.
It is.
I think a couple rounds of Dropkick Murphy singing Christmas songs.
You heard it.
Santa,
Santa Claus said it.
you got some taste there, brother.
It's on my playlist. I have
Excellent.
to have
Really?
taste. Yes.
So, do you have earbuds when you're ripping down in the
Yes,
sleigh?
indeedy.
You do.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking to the missus and all the elves, and they tell me what goes where and
All right.
who doesn't get anything.
Santa, if I were to come over there right now, I'm not saying that I'm going to, but I'm saying if I were, hypothetically, to come over there and give a good old grab and yank on the beard, would anything come off in my hands?
No,
Okay.
it is real to the deal.
Okay. Wow, he's all right.
Would you like to pull on my beard?
For science.
For science.
That's legit. How's mine coming in?
Oh, I love this. I mean, he's going to have a job here shortly. I see
I'm
this.
working on it. A couple years.
You keep dealing with him, it's going to get
That's why
wider
I'm here.
sooner.
Yep.
And you just got to drop the glasses down a little
Yeah,
bit.
bring him
Bring him
down.
down.
Bring him down.
See?
All right.
Yeah.
It's a
In
little
training.
uncomfortable. I'll get there.
You could get a little,
To
you
grow
know,
my hair out, though.
the spray on snow.
Yeah.
Paint it up. Drop the glasses down. Get
Yep.
the hat on. I'd like to see that.
Would you?
You have to add
Yeah.
a few pounds, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a little thin in
He
the
is a little
thin
thin.
in the britches there.
Yeah.
all right.
Santa, you've
I
been
like some
putting
cookies.
you've been putting back the cookies and the sausages.
I went to a craft fair the other day, and they had sugar cookies that were amazing. And the kids decorated them, and the icing was about that thick. And they made me eat cookies.
Wow. So you got sugared up. Is the insulin okay? Or you?
Oh yes, insulin is in.
Do you carry a little
No, don't have to. As long as I know what it is before I get there, I am golden.
All right. Santa, listen, I love you. I love Mrs. Claus and the elves and everything. I'm not kissing ass.
He's trying to get his bread buttered at the
Wants to get
same
back, yeah,
time.
he wants to get back on the nice list.
I'm tired of if I have one thing on my Christmas list, it's Santa, please permanently kill Dominic the Italian donkey. Take him out. Please take out Bruce Springsteen. No one should have told Bruce, hey, Bruce, when you get up on stage tomorrow night, you ought to do a Christmas song. Why don't you do Santa Claus is Coming to Town and just have Clarence just ring some bells and it'll be a hit. No one should have told.
Maybe nobody told him that. Maybe he
Why
just did it.
don't I just team up Bruce and Dominic the donkey, send them on a nice Christmas trip to the Grand Canyon, and push them both over the edge?
It's not where I thought that was going.
That's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. And furthermore, Santa,
But you haven't mentioned my favorite,
which is
Mariah Carey.
Oh God, here we go.
She is my favorite little elf.
Is
Don't
she,
tell the missus.
I'm asking you. I'm going to ask you: is Mariah Carey really, truly the Queen of Christmas? It's a yes or no, Santa.
That would be a no.
Thank you.
Mrs. Claus is the queen of Christmas. She may be the princess, but she's not the queen.
Okay, thank you.
Well
so we
said.
got that record set straight here.
Yep.
Okay.
But you still have to listen to her when she comes on the radio.
Yeah.
I just don't listen to the radio. That's how you get around that.
Well, that's very true.
Have you listened to My Chemical Romance doing All I Want for Christmas Is You?
No.
Well, that's the one. You add that one to your playlist. You'll be happy.
Okay.
Very happy.
Santa, you've been around for
Years.
thousands.
Let's just keep it at years.
Where were you when John Lennon brought Yoko Ono into the studio to record Happy Christmas, War is Over? Why didn't you prevent that from happening?
Everyone has their dreams, and she wanted to be part of John Lennon's history.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't sing for shit, but that's all that was. I cannot stop them on their dreams. If she wanted to be a singer for Christmas, that's what she got.
Santa, you're killing me.
I didn't believe in Santa Claus this morning, but I don't know.
Now.
'cause
You do now.
He's answering them all perfectly.
He just said Yoko Ono can't sing for shit. That's a quote.
But it was
That
a
is
Christmas
a
wish.
quote.
It was a Christmas
It was
wish.
her
And he
Christmas
honored it.
wish.
But Santa, the damn song is played over and over and over again every
That
year.
is not me. That's the DJs and
see,
all these.
And he used to be one.
I
I
know.
told you. I told you. But don't you want war to be over, JD?
Yes.
All right then.
But
Don't shoot the messenger.
can we edit Yoko out? Can we remix that?
Wasn't it Ed Sullivan did that? Who was it? It was they were performing. Who was it? They were performing with some other artist. Was it Chuck Berry? I don't know. They're performing with some. John Lennon was performing some song with somebody one time in his life.
Yeah.
So vague. I don't know. But then Yoko came on and came up to the microphone and someone cut her mic. It was like a live TV performance.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen the video on YouTube. It's great.
That was Santa's wish. He was glad that happened. No,
Santa,
her special list was, or her wish, it was, I want to sing like John Lennon. So I had to let her do it. And she was not even close to John Lennon. Rest his soul.
Oh man.
We just passed that anniversary, by the way.
Yep.
what about this one here? This has got to be one of the worst. And listen, I love the Beatles. No disrespect to John this morning. I know we're hammering on him, more on Yoko, but
Give Peace a chance.
no. I think that's a pretty good song actually. But when Paul McCartney did "Wonderful Christmas Time,"
He jazzed it up too much.
there was too much going on there. I
Yeah.
agree with you. You agree, Santa?
Yes.
I enjoy that song.
It's the same thing over and over and over and over. Simply having
It's a pop song.
wonderful Christmas time. Let's do it again. Simply have.
One more time.
Was he taking barbiturates or something before that recording? Santa?
Probably didn't have any writers that could write any different words other than that.
Because they were all hitting the funny twisted white cigarettes.
Sleeping in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horrible. I'm sorry, Paul. Again, if you're listening this morning, which he probably is.
Sir Paul.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Sir Paul.
Right.
And do you remember last year? Do you remember?
I don't remember anything.
ticked off a listener last year because I kept saying Paul McCartney and I was forgetting to say Sir.
Oh, well,
And I upset a listener last
yeah.
year
Well,
saying
it's
that.
understandable.
But Sir Paul never. I mean, that song is, and if you listen to it, listen during the song, the song itself structurally falls apart. The synthesizers are all going. It's somebody unplugged some shit and plugged it in over here, and it's like the synthesizers are all cross-fading, and they're like playing all these notes, and the song is like, I think, Santa, if I laid my body on top of my synthesizer, I think my song would come out better than that song.
Let's try it.
With a body like that, JD, yes, you would hit some notes that
Paul McCartney never even dreamed of.
Paul had the same problem as John, because John had Yoko singing in the background. Paul had Linda, and she couldn't carry a tune in a bucket.
She could carry that bucket further than Yoko.
Yeah.
Right, Paul?
They'd be neck and neck.
I can't think of any time I can't think of her singing. Is she on Wonderful Christmas Time? I never listened to Wings. Say, Say, Say.
Oh,
it's
Say,
like,
Say, Say.
Post Beatles, Say,
Yes.
Say, Say, and Wonderful Christmas Time are probably the only songs I know associated with Paul McCartney.
I loved Wings. Loved that band.
I heard a DJ one time play that song, and they played Linda's mic, and it sounded like somebody had stepped on a cat's tail.
Well, I'm going to ask that same question. So, is art about the expression of the artist or about the reception by the audience?
Reception of the audience.
So you think it's all about the reception of the audience?
100%.
That is pop music. When you're creating something for the audience, that's pop.
Easy.
Because you're doing it just to sell it. If you're creating it because of the expression of your soul and you don't care how anybody receives it, that's art.
Ooh,
That's deep.
that is deep, Santa.
It's punk rock.
He went right above Santa's head.
Yeah, he did. Mine
Oh,
too.
geez.
Well, there is some music out there that I will not even let the elves listen to.
Like what?
Oh, some of the newer rap, and they talk about moist, wet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's
and they're
good.
talking about baby, it's
Yeah.
cold
Yeah,
outside.
right.
But is that art though, Paul?
If it's the expression of that person, then yeah, it is. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to like it. That's the thing with art.
You don't have to buy the CDs.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to purchase it. Mark Hoppus said, if it's not, if you make it and nobody likes it, it's just art.
If I were to take off all my clothes and dump a couple of gallons of paint all over my naked body,
Well, I think it's time for us to leave.
Oh, it's getting gross.
and then throw myself all over this sidewalk here,
That would be art. It is a form of expression.
Yes. Yep. If you're
They
expressing
would
yourself,
arrest
it's art.
you,
Right.
but
Right. Right. Art doesn't mean you don't get arrested. Art doesn't mean anybody likes it. Art doesn't mean you ever make a career out of it. Art is just the expression of your soul. If you express your soul and nobody receives it, you still
Sure.
express yourself. That's still art.
and instead of the sidewalk here, I would prefer you go over to the wall on Summer Street and roll sideways.
It's
Santa-
that bad that would be an improvement? I haven't
Santa-
seen that wall lately, but wow.
Santa, I have to tell you, we now have.
I got to go.
Oh, all right.
You could tell Santa after.
Yeah, no. I have I have such fond memories when I was a kid on, I think it was CBS, where it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer would come on like Wednesday night or Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. And man, it's like if you missed it, you missed it. And now we've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on DVD, and we can watch it anytime we want to watch it. And Lily and I watched it the other night. And what I like to do, Santa, is when Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is on, I like to watch Lily's face as she's watching Rudolph to see, if she's being impacted by that, like I was when I was a little kid. Like when Yukon Cornelius gets pulled off the edge of the cliff.
Yes.
What's the look on Lily's face? What's the look on Lily's face when the other reindeers are calling Rudolph names? And that's the best part for me, Santa.
Yes.
How was it when you recorded that. That was back in, I think, 64.
64.
What was that experience like, Santa?
We had a lot of different expressions going on when that was created. Rudolph, he played his part well. All the Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen, they played their parts well. But I think myself, the star of the show was Hermie the Elf.
Yeah.
He wanted to become a dentist, and
Yeah.
that's how they stopped the Humble Bumble.
Is he a dentist today?
Yes.
How is he doing?
He's doing real well. He's gotten a
Okay.
little gray in the ears, but
Okay.
he's doing well.
Did he get some counseling?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. Because he was very fragile.
Right.
And but he had conviction. He found himself a little
He
bit.
wanted to do what he wanted to do.
He told Santa to pound sand.
Not in those terms, but he
He said,
yes.
I'm going to do what the hell I want to do, Santa.
Get the words right. I'm independent.
But he's doing okay.
Yes.
How's Clarice?
Clarice is okay.
Did you
Living
get?
with Rudolph. Rudolph goes off one time a year.
I heard Clarice has had a couple of kids and
Yes.
a divorce and
They're not ready for the sleigh yet, but they will be.
okay. Obviously, I want to ask you about Rudolph. We all polished up and ready to go. He's
All set.
He's in good
If
shape.
it's a clear night, he stays at the shop. But if it's a snowy night, he will be there leading the sleigh.
How was his hernia operation?
It went well.
Okay.
No more heavy lifting for him.
Okay.
So the other 8 have to carry his load.
Yeah. And Comet's doing okay.
Yes.
All right. That must have been an exhausting experience for you to film Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, you're running around. You had to be here. You had to be there.
I had to tend. Well, Mrs. Claus tended to me the whole time while I was there, fattened me up,
Right.
all that and the other. So it was.
Why were you so pissed off when the choir was singing their song for you out of love and respect to you, and then you're like, well, it's a little off. We need some improvement. And then you storm out of the room and you slam the damn door, Santa. What the hell was up your ass?
It was so close to Christmas, and they hadn't got their shit together yet. They were sounding like Yoko Ono on a good day, so I had to put my foot down. Mrs. Claus understands.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you to you, Santa, for being everywhere over the last couple of weeks, all around Central Vermont. You were over at Montpelier Volkswagen and Montpelier Mazda on Friday night. You were over in Williamstown. You've been over at the Elks Lodge, the American Legion. You were just at the Imagination Station on Saturday.
Yes, with Miss Heather. That was fun. It was a fun day. We had wall-to-wall kids coming in, and it was very all day. Yep, very special time.
I think she said it was like sold out until like 4:00.
Yes,
Right over on Summer Street.
yes. The only thing that happened is one of my handbells is at the bottom of one of her water tubes. One of the children decided to see if it would swim. I hope she's gotten it out.
Are you shitting me, Santa?
No, I would not shit you, sir. Yeah, they were putting the plastic balls from the ball pit in.
Yeah.
And I had my handbell set beside me. And next thing I know, I heard it ring, and I looked up, and it was swimming down to the bottom of the water tube.
Wow.
So they'll get it out eventually.
How do you have? I have a lot of questions for you, Santa.
I have a lot of answers.
How do you fit down the chimney? And what do you do if there's no chimney?
That is an easy question. I
right.
have a magic key.
Lily just asked me that.
I have a magic key that lets me in any house, whether there's a chimney, a locked door, locked windows. It just lets me in the house. It's like a little boom tube.
You're
I
lucky.
can pass through the wall. It's a magic key.
You're lucky you haven't been peppered by a Mossberg.
Most people know I'm coming that night. So.
Okay. On the 24th.
Yes.
How do you get down the chimney? And what if somebody's got like a stainless steel liner in there? We're talking about an 8-inch pipe.
It's like a sled. You hit that stainless, you just go right to the bottom. Once you're down, you put your presents out, put your finger beside the nose, and up you go.
I'm sorry to ask you so many questions, but if you're going down, millions of chimneys, how does the white on your costume and the red, how does it stay so clean?
Mrs. Claus. She has magic white dust, cleans it up pretty good. I only have to wear this once a year. And
Yeah.
the stuff she puts on it keeps it nice and shiny clean.
Yeah. When you say white magic dust, it makes me think of Cheech and Chong, which of course you remember.
Yes, of course.
Their
Up
story
in
of
smoke.
Christmas. Yeah.
No, it's not that white magic dust.
There's questions coming in this morning. What if the fireplace is lit? And that, Becky, outstanding question.
That is a
Lily
good
is one,
question.
or a wood stove insert.
If I see smoke coming out of the chimney,
Yeah.
I will use my magic key and come through the wall or the door. Santa only wears rubber boots, and he doesn't want them burned on the bottom of his feet.
Understand. When you come through the wall or the door, are you visible or are you invisible?
Kids should be sleeping, so I should be visible.
Okay. What if they're not sleeping? Have you ever caught anyone that's
Oh,
found
yes.
you?
We've had a few, and they immediately jump to the naughty list, and their gifts go down half. That's not the night to play.
Have you ever kissed a mommy or several mommies?
No.
What?
I'm not allowed to. Mrs. Claus finds out, I'd be on divorce list.
Then why did someone write a song? I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
That was Mommy's behalf. That wasn't Santa's.
Yeah, but if
Could have
Santa,
kissed me on the cheek. That doesn't count.
okay, all right,
I have a lot of women sit on my lap. It doesn't count.
okay.
Go ahead.
Thursday night,
Yes, sir.
Operation Santa Claus convoy. It's going to be done with the Vermont National Guard. You're going to be heading from St. Albans through Waterbury and eventually through Barry, Vermont, right?
Yes.
Right down North Main
Right
Street.
down the main drag.
With a huge convoy of our military, and then you're going to head on up. After you pass down Main Street, you're going to head on up to the Berlin Armory to pound back some hot cocoa with some Baileys in it and maybe some cookies, and then you're going to head up north.
Yes.
Thank you, first of all. Thank you for doing that every year. I think that's fantastic that you do that.
I love our military.
Yeah, and you wave to the kids.
Oh,
and
yes.
You're wonderful to them. What advice do you have right now? And if anyone has any other questions for Santa, please post them up and I'll ask them right now. Glenn is asking, how long do the elves live, Santa?
Oh, future Santas will be elves. They live a long time. We're not always going to be here. Some of us pass on. But the next
are you
elves,
bullshitting me right now?
No, the next elves in line become I'm just a big elf.
Really?
Really?
Do we call you, and this was a question that Lily had a couple weeks ago. I'm serious. Do we call Santa St. Nicholas? Do we call him Old St. Nick? Do we call him Chris? Do we call him Chris Chris Kringle? What do we call?
My official name is
your
Chris Kringle.
Okay.
But children know me as Santa Claus, so that is the name I use.
Stacy wants to know, in the story, The Night Before Christmas, it tells the story of you smoking a pipe. He wants to know, did you quit?
Yes.
Okay.
Tobacco is bad.
Okay.
I just had to give it up. Although I love the pipe because I always use the cherry tobacco because it's great smell.
Yeah.
But no,
Did you
I
ever-
had to give it up.
Did you ever get some ashes in the beard and a little fire going?
No. I'm pretty much tap it out when I get done.
Stacy won't ask this, but I will. What, and I know you just kind of implied what was in the pipe, but I want to know exactly what was in that pipe.
Cherry tobacco.
Okay. Has there ever been,
Santa has never inhaled.
has there ever been anything in the pipe other than cherry tobacco?
No, sir.
Okay.
Honest question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because, you're operating a sleigh.
Yeah, you
You have a shit ton of
a
responsibility,
lot of responsibility.
and you got to be on time.
Yes.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever run late?
No. I've been behind a few minutes, but I've never been late.
Okay. You got to be moving.
We have our ways.
How's the hat stay on when you're going that fast?
Bobby pins.
Really? There's our buddy Chris.
How you doing, Chris? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Chris. Chris is from the world. He comes in, he brings it. I love that. This makes me so happy.
Better than leaving on your front step.
Yeah. Now I can sit down and thumb through the world newspaper. How's the eyesight, Santa?
A lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why they're hanging low. Otherwise, they'd be up like this where I could read.
I
But
see. Okay.
no, a lot better.
Any health issues that you're having?
I am losing weight, by the way.
Okay.
I am down probably 40 pounds from last year.
Are
I
you
just watched what I started eating.
cholesterol? Is that good?
Well, my diabetes.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, you cut down on cholesterol, carbs.
Yeah.
So.
How's the prostate, Santa?
Well, I can hold it all night long.
Can you?
Yep. Oh, you don't want me up in the sleigh peeing off of the edge.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That'd be good. Because, the whole thing with the prostate is when you got to go, you got to go. You got to go
yes.
right now.
Yep. And I'd hate to hear that song, Please Don't Eat the Yellow Snow.
Yeah. Again, what's popular on the wish list this year for
This year, it's a lot of phones. Kids want the iPhones, all the new electronic gadgets.
Uh-huh.
Younger generation, they want the Barbies, they want the Hot Wheels. It's going along those lines. And any movie that's on the air right now,
Yeah.
they probably want some of those characters.
Okay. I want to ask you is there anything else that you can think of that you want to mention that's popular?
Have you seen the movie Red One yet?
I have.
It's a very good movie.
Was that really you, though, in the movie?
No, that was the actor that sells insurance.
Okay.
I was busy at the time, so I could not do the movie. But I do have a Elf one.
You do?
Yes. He is my bodyguard.
What's your favorite movie?
Of all time?
Yes. Miracle on 34th?
No.
Hold on, let me guess. Elf.
No.
Wow.
I'm going to shock you with this answer.
Go ahead, tell me.
Die Hard.
Santa, are you bullshitting?
I would not bullshit you. That is my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Okay, Santa, you just referred to that as a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. What time does it take place? They're all up there for a Christmas party. Up at Nakatomi Towers. And Bruce Willis is one of my favorites.
All right. We're setting that record straight. Santa, is Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Yes, both of them, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Although the mom didn't get very much for Christmas that year because no one leaves their kids behind.
Right. But Santa, isn't it more a movie about just a kid who's left alone in his home and fighting off some crooks. And that's the premise of the story. And it just so happens to happen during Christmas.
You could have had it happen sometime during the summer, but then you wouldn't have had the tree, them coming through the window, stepping on decorations. A lot of that. I mean, you could have put different stuff in there.
Okay.
And going up the stairs when he's stepping on the tar, that's just normal stuff you could have in the summertime. So it could have been a summertime movie, but it happened at Christmas.
Huh. Interesting. Go ahead.
And his scene at the church,
Yeah.
that was Christmassy. I was touched by that. The old man who they thought was mean was not mean. The neighbor.
My favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation.
With
And
Mr. Griswold.
Clark Griswold. That whole entire movie is about Christmas. A little bit of Thanksgiving at the front, but really it's all about,
Yeah, the Christmas Vacation.
yeah. I mean, he at the end, as he says, I did it. He pulled it off.
Oh, yes.
He pulled it off. And at the end, we see you ripping ass through the sky up around the moon there.
I can fly.
I know you can fly.
I put on my air goggles and I'm all set.
What's on the hat, Santa?
That's a little snowman with springy arms. I
Yeah.
was gifted that by a little child up in Rygate last week.
Are you serious?
Yes. She says, your hat looks a little blank. I says, okay. And she handed me that, and it's a little snowman with springy arms. So now I wear it, and it bobbles back and forth, and it's a little heavy sometimes. But
Yeah. Santa, you've been everywhere, bud. I mean, I don't know how you do. I mean, you can't be going from place to place in the sleigh. The sleigh is reserved for Christmas Eve. So
Correct.
What are you in a Toyota, a Honda? What are you ripping
I drive
around
a
in?
white Ford.
Okay.
It's my sleigh. If the kids ask me, I say the reindeer are parked in the field,
Okay.
and I have a car delivered to me so I can go where I
Oh.
need to go. And then I take the car back, jump in the sleigh, and away I go.
Okay.
I don't want to get my reindeer too close to town because there are some crazy people that would think they're regular deer and
Yeah.
shoot at them. Especially this time of year, because I think season just got over, did it not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hunting season, yeah.
Have you ever had somebody pop off a few shots at you?
Yes, there was actually a guy, I'm trying to think of his name, but I think it was Jeff Foxworthy sang
Okay.
about shooting at one of my reindeer.
Was that for real?
No.
Okay.
He did it in a song, but
All right.
yeah, he had mentioned that it would look good in his freezer.
Yeah. Have you ever had anyone take a few shots at you?
No,
Okay.
I think they all know.
And you're saying you have nothing to do with all of these drones that are flying around at night.
I do not have anything to do with the drones.
But what if you see some of these drones on Christmas Eve while you're up there zipping around?
I have some things on my sleigh like electromagnetic pulses
Okay.
that will just die them and
Yeah.
they'll crash to earth.
Laser beam?
No,
Too?
just it's a pulse. It goes out and just shuts down the electronics on the drones.
We were talking about music this morning with Santa. What's your favorite song, Santa Claus? Do you
My
have?
favorite? I've started liking the Dropkick Murphys Christmas song.
Yeah.
But no, I kind of like the old classic. I'll sit at home when I'm with Mrs. Claus, and we'll listen to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir,
Oh, see, now we're talking.
and we'll listen to the chanting.
Yes, I love it.
I could sit there all day and listen to that.
Same here.
And the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is my other one.
All right. I'm not a big fan of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Wizards in Winter, one of my favorites.
Yeah. And I love the London Philharmonic.
Yes, they do a good job. But the Mormon is my favorite.
Yeah, I love that.
It's just so nice.
Beautiful. Again, thank you for spending so much time at the Imagination Station on Summer Street Saturday. Have you had some unusual, memorable
Oh, yes.
moments with kids that have asked you for something?
There was one 2 years ago. She asked me every question that a kid would usually not ask.
Are you serious right now, Santa?
Yes, she asked me how long it took to make the movie Rudolph. She asked me all 8 reindeer. I told her there were 9. I had to include Rudolph. She just asked what Mrs. Claus's favorite food was, stuff, and she was railing me. I felt like I had done a crime or something.
Yeah.
But no, I handled it well because I know all those answers.
You were interrogated.
Yes, very much so. Just didn't have the beaming light down upon me.
Yeah. Wow. Have you ever taken the your attire off, put on some regular street clothes, and just mingled in with people over at Price Chopper or wherever?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Go to a concert or whatever.
Yes. In fact, I have a couple ugly sweaters that I wear sometimes.
Okay.
And if I wear the ugly sweaters, I'll wear a different Santa hat.
Okay.
And I'll get kids going, look, that looks like Santa Claus. And I'll say, no, but I know him.
Yeah.
So you just got to play it off.
Wow. So what you're saying is you never really know who you're talking to.
This is true.
Damn.
And usually kids will see me and they'll either be super shy
Yeah.
or they'll come running right up. And those are the best. I love the kids that come running right up and want a hug. And it's like, okay, you have to check with the parents first.
Sure, right.
I'm not one of those. I'd hate to be accused
Right.
of one. But
Yeah, of
no, I
course.
love to hug the kids.
Yeah.
I love to have kids sit on my lap. I love to have adults sit on my lap. Some adults don't like to do that.
Yeah.
But that's the way I am.
I remember a couple of years ago I sat on your lap.
Yes.
You told me you had some meniscus problems after that. Santa, that was a question I had for you. Now I can't remember.
Use your words.
I guess my final question for you this morning is, I have a favor to ask.
Okay, sir.
Usually you get, here it was. I'm going to ask you this favor in a second. How do you have time to open up all of this mail?
I have the elves going through the mail.
Okay.
See, the whole time I'm down here doing the special visits and all this, Mrs. Claus is up at the pole
Sure.
monitoring the mailroom, all the elves. We have special elves that read each letter.
Yeah, I understand.
So-
But if it's addressed to you and someone else is
They
opening
are
it,
allowed
that's a
to.
federal law. That's a federal
It's
offense, Santa.
addressed to the North Pole. It
Oh.
doesn't have to be Santa.
Okay.
They can put in care of Santa,
Okay.
but Mrs. Claus can read those.
All right. My final question for you this morning, like I said, it's a favor. Lily has been asking for something for Christmas this year, and she put it on her note. It got put in the mailbox and sent to you.
Okay.
I want to ask you if you could please not give this to her.
We're not going to have this issue like the
Santa
Tickle
is-
Me
just
Elmo
please,
again,
come
are
on.
we?
It's not the tickle Me Elmo.
You were so against that, but she wanted it so bad.
It's a little bit of a, I'm having a real problem with this one.
But she's been nice.
She has been nice, but Santa, that doesn't constitute, you get everything it's on your wish list just because you've been nice.
You're close.
It's a hoverboard.
Yes, and
Because I'm going to have to deal with her ripping around the house indoors all winter, Santa. You know how cooped up we get here?
yes, oh yes.
February, March. I mean, I'm pulling my goddamn hair out of my head. The last thing I want is to see and hear somebody constantly going around and around and around the kitchen island by the dishwasher.
That's when you take time out of your day, take her up to this marketplace and let her go up and down the hall.
What marketplace?
The Barry Mall there.
Oh, the Berlin Mall?
Yeah.
She's not allowed to go on a hoverboard up there.
Why not?
What are you, smoking something, Santa? You're
Not
not allowed to
today.
go on a hoverboard up there.
I see people walking up there all the time. As long as she does it slow and not bounce off walls, and I don't see any harm in that.
Are you right now officially overriding any rules up at the Berlin Mall and giving permission from your mouth, direct from Santa Claus, that Lily can ride her hoverboard at the Berlin Mall this winter? Yes or no?
Yes, I am officially overriding the rules of the Berlin Mall.
Okay.
If they have any questions, they can call my 1-800 number, and
What-
I will tell them exactly how I feel.
What's the phone number? 1-800 what?
I can't put that on the air.
All right. The thing I'm concerned about Santa is, if Lily, catches a wheel into the sock on the floor, and one of the wheels stops, and she's ass over tea kettle, head first right into the counter.
This coming from a parent. Let me give you a little insight. You let this child ride a motorcycle, who at any time could hit a jump, ramp, crash. You have the proper equipment, so that's what you need. You need the proper equipment in case she catches a wheel and crashes. She'll have the elbow pads. She'll have the
Helmet.
Knee pads are iffy, but you're going to get bumps and bruises as a child. I had bumps and bruises when I was a child.
Understand.
Many, many years ago.
Santa, if I slip you some cash right now, would you not get the hoverboard?
No, I would still buy it. It's her wish.
God damn it.
It's coming, Lily. It's coming.
Thanks for coming on, Santa.
Not a problem. Merry Christmas, all.
And do you say Merry Christmas or do you say Happy
I
Holidays?
say Merry Christmas.
Thank
It
you.
is my holiday.
Thanks,
Merry
buddy.
Christmas to all. And to all, a good night.